How is it going, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today what I've got for you is the latest League One transfer news. So in this video I'm going to be going through the latest confirmed transfers in League One and the latest rumours up to date. Is around 10 to 11 players which I'm going to be going through and discussing my thoughts on the rumour or the confirmed deal, if the player should join the club or is it a bad move from the club in my opinion. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe down below if you are new. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments with the transfer, if it happened at your club or another club in League One. Do you think it's a good transfer or not? And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So then, starting off with the deal that has just happened at Portman Road last night when I am recording this, is that Scott Fraser has joined Ipswich Town on a permanent transfer for an undisclosed fee on a 3-year contract. Ipswich fans watching this is a brilliant move for you lot. In my opinion, he's the best cam in the league. A few things you need to know is that he's a penalty specialist. He scored every penalty for us he took last season. He's a very good finisher. He has got great dribbling attributes, and I think he's got a great future with Ipswich, and I feel like you'll get promoted this season, to be honest. A few other players you have signed just looking like a quality side you're building there in East Anglia. So Scott Fraser, I really approve of that deal from Ipswich, and apparently it's around 800k, so that is great business from us. Signing him on a free transfer last summer and then selling him on for huge profit. So then moving on to the next confirmed transfer, which is up at the Stadium of Light, is that Corry Evans has joined Sunderland on a permanent transfer. The centre midfielder, around 31 years old, Northern Ireland international. I think it's a good signing for Sunderland. Brings them some experience in their young midfield. Obviously they have like Embleton, Dan Neil, Jack Diamond, quite a lot of inexperienced young footballers in their side, so it brings them that experience which they do need at League One level. And he has played the majority of his career at Championship, so I think it's a good move for Sunderland and a good move for Corry Evans to get back on track in his footballing career, because obviously last season he hardly played any games for Rovers, so good move, I approve of that one. Moving on from that is a rumour which is Teddy Bishop has agreed to join MK Dons for a small fee from Ipswich Town. I really like this move. It adds more depth to our midfield, which keeps them growing. Obviously losing Fraser yesterday, as I mentioned earlier on the video just a minute ago, and I think Bishop will add to our midfield quite nicely. So I really like this move that the recruitment team has decided to make, and yeah, I'm really happy with this one. Next up is that Sheffield Wednesday have completed the signing of Olamide Shodipo from Queen's Park Rangers on loan. Obviously on loan at Oxford United last season, he did quite well there. And he will add that kind of flair play which they are currently needing. Obviously they have like Bannan, but he needs a bit more support around him. Next up, some more brilliant business at Ipswich Town is that Joe Pigott has confirmed his move from AFC Wimbledon. Obviously 20 goals last season, can't really go wrong with League One. I reckon it'll be quality for them. Obviously Macaulay Bonne up top as well. Some brilliant business from Ipswich there, and I think Paul Cook's side is on their way to the Championship quite soon. Moving on from that, confirmed this morning is that Gareth Ainsworth has secured his third signing of the window, bringing in Sullay Kaikai from Blackpool to Adams Park on a 2-year deal on a free transfer. I think this is great business from Wycombe. Sullay Kaikai, that goal against Sunderland last season, what a goal it was. In Kaikai standards, it was quite a poor season from him last year. He hardly featured. When Embleton came in January, he kind of got overtaken in the pecking order. Good move for Wycombe to get him in. They kind of need that kind of midfielder in their side, so I think it's a good move for a League One club. Next up is a player I don't know much about, but he has a Premier League experience, well, very little, but Southampton striker has joined Lincoln on loan. Dan Aludelu, I probably butchered that completely, but he's joined on a season-long loan, as I mentioned. A young striker with lots of promise. I like this signing. Obviously, Lincoln love their loans, don't they? Morgan Rogers and Brendan Johnson last year, and now another young striker from Saints. So I think that's a good move from them. Moving on from that is that Swansea City have apparently registered interest in Sheffield Wednesday captain Barry Bannan, who signed a 2-year contract last year. So they're going to have to pay quite a hefty fee, I think, to sign Bannan. But I don't see much in this one. I think Wednesday will keep hold of their main man going into next season. Moving on back to the Stadium of Light is that apparently Sunderland have been linked with a 2-year loan move for Manchester City's young Callum Doyle. Apparently he's only 17 years old, a fullback. I'm not too sure on this one. They kind of need a bit more peak age players, in my opinion. They obviously have got no left back or right back currently, so they are going to need to sign some quick because the season is right around the corner pretty much. We play our first proper game on the 31st of July against Bournemouth, so obviously season starts on 7th of August, so they are going to have to start signing soon. Alex Pritchard, I mentioned the transfer last video, iCard's up there if you want to watch that one, but I'm not too sure on the Sunderland one. Obviously it's good to get loans in, young loans from higher clubs to give them that experience, which you do need, and sometimes you always can pick up a gem, can't you, from the higher levels, but 17 is quite young. I'm not quite keen on this loan move. Moving on all the way down to Devon, Plymouth Argyle are in contract talks with Brendan Galloway. Galloway is on trial, by the way, at Argyle after being released from Luton Town. He has been training with them for the past few weeks and has been involved in a few friendlies. I think that obviously he's played for MK as well, actually, but he hasn't had the greatest time since that, let's be honest. I'm not quite sure on this one from Argyle. It's kind of a risky one. He hasn't had much games in the past few years. at a professional level, hardly, to be quite honest. Around, I can't remember, is it like 20 in 2 years? I could be completely wrong there, but it's something around that mark. So yeah, it's a bit of a risky one. I reckon it'll only be like a 1 or 2 year deal anyway, just to see how many games he plays, pretty much. So I'm not quite sure on this one from Argyle, but if Ryan Lowe believes it's a good signing, then it probably is a good signing. Then the last confirmed transfer to wrap this video up is that Aden Baldwin has confirmed his departure from Bristol City after being released last summer to join MK Dons. He has been on trial with us for quite a while, I believe it is, 2 weeks since the start of pre-season. So I'm quite happy with this one. It does bring depth at the back, which we do need, obviously, only having around four good enough defenders at this level. So it's going to be a good squad player to have, and he's got also like a PKH player, which we do need in our current playing squad, with a lot of the squad being quite young. But yeah, that is the end of the latest League One transfer news. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe down below if you are new. As I mentioned, leave in the comment section down below, do you like these transfers for your club? Are you happy with them? And yeah, that is all from me, and I'll catch you next video. See you then.